You're about to learn how one rogue doctor's stunning $2 discovery is giving men across America the primal sexual power they've been missing. It's all based on an obscure African sex fruit with the power to help you last longer, perform better, and even lust harder, at any age and without weird side effects. Because let's face it, as a man, it's not just about being able to have sex. You need passion, raw desire, and that pure, animalistic want. And if it's been a while since you've had it, you're not alone. So many men feel that their libido isn't what they want it to be. And while modern medicine offers a lot of options, they probably won't help you rediscover that feeling or give you back that ripper clothes off now urge that's been missing from your life. How do I know? As a doctor specializing in men's health and anti-aging, I've explained this to more patients than I can count. And for the longest time, I didn't have a one-stop shop option I could offer them. On top of that, the market for men is so focused on the erection part of the equation that everything else falls by the wayside. Guys forget they can and should want more. But now, that's all about to change. Thanks to a new series of studies that has revealed the truth about an obscure African Aphrodisiac bush, one that clueless mainstream American doctors typically dismissed as worthless superstition. However, while traveling through Africa, I was able to see firsthand how this tiny yellow shrub can drive males into an almost otherworldly burst of intense sexual desire. I'm talking about the kind of lust and hunger that you probably haven't experienced since those frisky teen years. But, as you will see in a moment, passionate memories like that don't have to stay in your past. Just think of how different the world will feel after a high-caliber encounter like those of your younger days. Only this time, with the knowledge that rounds 2, 3, 4, and more will be coming up just as hot and heavy. Imagine the smile in her eyes at your renewed gusto for life and your ravenous hunger for her. That's not just something a simple erection can provide, no matter how reliable. Bottom line, there's just no substitute for the real deal. The kind of surging, obsessive lovemaking that leaves you both breathless and eager for more. That's why I set out to develop a different kind of men's sex formula. One that not only delivers help with the physical side of a good old roll in the hay, but also targets the essential elements of heightened passion and pleasure. As you can imagine, after coming across fascinating data on various animal studies, followed by the real-life stories of local men, getting a hold of some of this weird African bush became a top priority. Lucky for me, I regularly travel to Africa for research. Now, that may not sound like any doctor you know, but it's exactly why patients from all over the world come to my clinic to solve difficult health challenges, and why thousands of men have trusted me to help them improve their bedroom prowess. My name is Dr. Al Sears, and I'm the founder and director of the Sears Institute for Anti-Aging Medicine, a highly successful integrative medicine facility in Royal Palm Beach, Florida, where more than 25,000 patients have put their trust in my cutting-edge therapies for maintaining and boosting youthful health, restoring lost energy, and living fuller and more pleasurable lives. You see, in addition to standard options for care, my patients also want alternative therapies that work. That's why every year, I travel off the beaten path to countries like Uganda to find novel natural solutions, which often exceed where modern medicine is stumped. I firmly believe that the earth gives us powerful natural replacements to support optimal function and health of the body, including performance in the bedroom. Indeed, when I realized the full power of this little sex shrub, I instantly knew it would be a total game changer for my patients. And here's why it is so powerful. At first, this was not clear since older research showed that this shrub worked mainly by flooding the body with testosterone. But that's what Western testosterone replacement treatments do. So they should be providing the same effects, but they don't. Even putting aside dangerous side effects like liver damage, there have only been modest benefits with testosterone-only therapies. What's missing? Turns out, the key lies in how the testosterone is generated. See, pumping the body with outside testosterone, what's called exogenous hormones, only gives the impression of a healthy T level. Think of it like cooking the books in business. Everything may look right on paper, but inside, it's completely falling apart. That's where new detailed research on this little shrub called bulbine natalensis revealed something truly amazing. Unlike exogenous testosterone therapy, studies show that bulbine natalensis dramatically increases what's called luteinizing hormone, or LH, in your blood. In fact, over the course of 14 days, it causes LH to shoot up as much as 1,300%. Why is this so incredible? Because this hormone has only one specific function: to stimulate your Leydig cells, the body's very own testosterone factories. In fact, by the end of the study, the animals involved not only had a very healthy amount of natural hormones, they also mated a whole lot more. And that's what I'm talking about here. With bovine natal lenses, your primal desire comes roaring back. Now, the mere sight of your woman makes you feel wild with excitement, just like it did back in your teens and 20s. Plus, when your entire body is bursting with sexual energy, it's much easier to get all the equipment to work right. Of course, those who know me know I'm not the type to stop here. You see, with the lust and passion components taken care of, I wanted to make sure my solution included a powerful pleasure booster, so you can delight in the most erotic lovemaking of your life. Plus, I wanted a physical performance magnifier, so you can keep playing as hard as you want to for as long as you want to. Thankfully, I was able to find a natural solution for these two additional elements right on the same continent. In fact, it was on that same visit to Uganda that on my ride to my hotel one day, I noticed my taxi driver chewing on a red stick. He said it kept him awake so he could drive. The locals call this stick bangalala. It's also known as the warrior root of Africa. The driver saw my curiosity and asked me if I wanted to try some. I said, why not? And started chewing. After just a few minutes, I noticed a surge in energy. And I noticed something else. I felt a big-time rise in sexual desire. I won't go into graphic detail, but let me put it this way. I was ready. Really ready. And here's why. Uganda is a poor country, maybe the poorest on the planet. You'll find overcrowded cities with lush farmland, plus red, choking dust that seems to rise up from everywhere. In many ways, it's breathtakingly beautiful, but poor. Yet despite the poverty, Ugandans smile all the time because they're so happy. The people are very social, and they're also very sexual. The same day as my cab ride, I noticed that vendors were selling the little red stick in bundles. Men were chewing it pretty much everywhere I traveled in Uganda. The fact that you can get it for the local equivalent of $2 certainly doesn't hurt, but I wanted to know if it was popular because it was cheap or because it actually worked better than Western solutions. I had to learn more about this stick and what was in it. I asked more men why they chewed it. Many told me they felt powerful and full of energy for their work and daily activities. They rarely felt tired. They felt healthy and ready to take on the day. During the evenings, they felt totally energized in bed. They enjoyed on-demand erections, long lovemaking sessions, the sexual energy of someone much younger, plus extremely satisfied partners. I was intrigued. It was clear this could be the perfect complement for the wild lust and passion ignited by the bovine sex shrub. Here was something that could provide that extra oomph and sheer physical performance that guys can pride themselves in, and which women crave. As I already told you, when I first tried this weird little stick, I was ready to go. For a while. Eventually, the effects wore off, and once I had calmed down, I dove into the research to figure out the secret behind this warrior root. I learned that bangalala is a plant found throughout Africa. Its Latin name is Erosima crassioneum. The root of this plant has been traditionally used as an aphrodisiac, and it is believed to support maximum male potency, a healthy sex drive, healthy circulation, stronger erections. However, I wanted to know more, so I reached out to Dr. Josiah Kazito. He's an expert in natural healing and the use of African healing plants. Dr. Kazito told me that bangalala has been used for centuries in Africa to provide superior strength, agility, as well as sexual prowess. The academic research was hard to find, as this plant is virtually unknown outside of Africa. But I did unearth a couple of studies to back my own experience. A University of Pretoria study on chemical compounds found in bangalala used on penile tissue cultures found that it can support oxygen in those tissues. A study in the journal Phytochemistry found that bangalala supported better relaxation of blood vessels in rats, which could translate to more blood to areas of the body that could use it. It was clear to me I had to bring bangalala to my patients in the States. You see, over the decades, thousands of men have come to me wanting to improve the quality of their sexual performance. I always let them know that if they're not performing at their best, it's nothing to be ashamed of. In reality, at least 40% of men in their 40s aren't satisfied with their bedroom performance, and the percentage increases as you age into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. Many of my male patients come to me because they know they aren't where they want to be, but they don't understand why. They think it's part of getting older, but that's just one part of the story. There's a whole host of factors from diet to sleep habits. to the toxic modern world itself that robs men of their primal masculinity and the joy of effortless sexual desire. And while I've put together many plans and protocols to help these folks, I've never stopped looking for solutions that did not require a costly trip to my clinic in South Florida. After all, as a doctor, my goal is to help as many people as possible. So when I found both, the Bulbine Sex Bush and the Bangalala Warrior Root during the same trip, I was beyond excited and eager to bring these powerful, natural herbs to America as quickly as I could, because I was finally able to create a one-of-a-kind men's formula to help support you with all aspects of a truly satisfying sex life. I'm talking about on-demand erections that last as long as you need, a return of wild sexual desire like you had in your 20s, all-day energy and vitality, passion, desire, stamina, and confidence. I call this new creation TMax African Aphrodisiac. Truly, it's like no other men's performance supplement you could find. I've already told you about two of the key ingredients in TMax. Bangalala Erosima cresceneum, the warrior root that gets you up and ready to conquer, and Bulbine natalensis, the sex bush that supports primal passion and drive. Now, let me introduce you to the third essential element in my formula, and the one I chose specifically to boost intimacy with your partner and to grant you the most sensual, erotic, and purely pleasurable sex of your life. I'm talking about yet another plant from Africa called Griffonia simplicifolia, which has the honor of being the world's single greatest source of the compound 5-HTP. Let me explain what this means for you. 5-HTP, when ingested, converts into serotonin, your vitally important feel-good hormone. And when your serotonin gets flowing, your feelings of well-being are increased, making Griffonia nature's ultimate confidence builder. In fact, studies have shown that 5-HTP can promote feelings of calm, peace, and happiness, and can even improve sleep patterns. Most importantly, all that extra serotonin also fosters feelings of closeness with your lover, the kind of get lost in each other's eyes intimacy that lets you share a deeper level of pleasure as you make love. And that's not the only thing boosting your pleasure, because when serotonin floods into your brain, it also triggers a much heightened sensitivity to touch, so that every stroke, every passionate kiss, and longing caress all feel even better and more exciting than normal. Just think of the sensory pleasure you usually get from sex, and then crank the dial all the way up. That's what Griffonia delivers, and that's what makes it the third key player in TMax African Aphrodisiac. TMax is the only formula available in the US that includes all these ingredients. To recap, here's what you get with this African super sex trio. Bangalala, the warrior root of Africa, helps to support blood flow to the penis, support healthy erections with ease, maintain a healthy erection for longer, and maintain general energy and stamina throughout the day. Griffonia extract, the 5-HTP powerhouse that helps to promote feelings of calm and peace, promote feelings of well-being, promote restful sleep, and promote sexual pleasure. Bulbine natalensis, Africa's sex shrub, which helps to deliver the hormonal boost you need to drive wild your passion and desire. But that's not all. In addition to these three powerful ingredients, I've also added 2 additional ingredients to boost the raw power of TMax, starting with vitamin B12. This is one I've been recommending to my patients for years, because vitamin B12 boosts the health of your red blood cells, as well as the health of your entire nervous system. In fact, without enough B12 in your diet, you can quickly get really low on energy. Other problems related to B12 deficiency can include weakness, loss of appetite, feeling blue, and a low sperm count. And while you'll find vitamin B12 in food like beef liver, mackerel, sardines, red meat, salmon, Swiss cheese, eggs, and yogurt, the best way to get tons of B12 is through red meat. Yet most people are eating less red meat these days, on advice of so-called nutrition experts. Another great way to get B12 is through organ meats like brains, kidney, and liver. However, if you're like most people, you've likely been skipping your daily portions of liver and onions, brain and eggs, or steak and kidney pie. That's why for overall health to promote a healthy sex life, I've included B12 as part of my TMax formula. Lastly, I added guarana. Guarana is a plant-based stimulant that grows mainly in the Amazon. This stimulant has been shown to enhance athletic performance and reduce mental and physical fatigue, and even occasional feelings of being anxious. In short, I included guarana in TMax African Aphrodisiac to help men maintain the healthy energy levels they need to perform their best in the bedroom. Bottom line, I created TMax to help men who want to take their sex life to the next level, not just get an erection. Yes, that's obviously part of your sex life, but there's so much more. There's attraction, satisfaction, desire, passion, energy, stamina. Of course, the ingredients in TMax can help to improve that all-important blood flow to your penis. But I created TMax to help with every aspect of your sexual life. That's one of the many reasons I don't like the products I see advertised on television today. They only propose supporting one aspect of sexual health. Because wanting better sexual health is so common in our society, there's a lot of junk out there in the market. Junk with all types of options and people making crazy claims. Which is why I can't stress this enough. TMax was created by a doctor, me, and not by a couple of guys working out of a basement. TMax provides you with the highest quality ingredients backed by my personal reputation. TMax is part of a family of the highest quality dietary supplements proven to provide the benefits they promise. My clinic, the Sears Institute for Anti-Aging, has a long track record of helping thousands of people enjoy youthful vitality. And I personally recommend TMax African Aphrodisiac to my friends, patients, and employees who want a boost in the bedroom. But I get it. We've just met, and I don't want you to feel as if there's any risk for you here at all. That's why I want to invite you to try TMax today, absolutely with zero financial risk, thanks to my ironclad 90-day satisfaction guarantee. If for any reason you're not completely satisfied with TMax African Aphrodisiac, just contact my customer service team and return the bottle within 90 days from the date of purchase, and you'll receive a full and prompt refund, guaranteed. That's how confident I am you will absolutely love TMax. You see, I only put my name and the reputation of my clinic on natural formulas of the absolute highest quality. And while not impossible, the ingredients in TMax are difficult to find. Buy them individually. They can cost hundreds of dollars, especially the high-quality Bangalala extract in TMax. But thanks to my long-time connections in Africa and elsewhere, I have found the highest quality ingredients at sensible prices. And I'm passing those savings on to you. The result? You get all the benefits of TMax in one simple tablet without having to spend hundreds of dollars on individual ingredients. Plus, TMax is part of my private label collection. It's absolutely the best of the best when it comes to the quality we provide for you. Here's what you receive with private label dietary supplements. The highest quality ingredients from hand-picked suppliers for the purity you deserve. A no-compromise approach to ingredients. Careful research by me and my team of nutritional specialists. All supplements manufactured to FDA Good Manufacturing Processes, GMP, the gold standard in the industry. Organic and non-GMO sources when possible. Full testing and quality control. Supplements made in the United States. And like I said, TMax African Aphrodisiac can provide you with the full range of sexual benefits men want. It's a complete solution that delivers improvement in your sexual performance, like when you were younger, superior stamina that lasts, the energy and desire to satisfy your partner's urges, on-demand sexual performance, a heightened sex drive, a youthful libido that keeps you in the mood, a resurgence of male vitality, a rapid return of passion, desire, confidence, and intimacy, increased feelings of calmness and increased feelings of well-being, enhanced physical performance. But don't just take my word for it. RS from Sacramento, California says, I'm a 66-year-old man who has been seeking answers to my lack of libido. I've gone to doctors, read and researched extensively, and tried over a dozen different products and at least 5 programs that were guaranteed to help. None of them worked for me, and several of them had negative side effects. TMax has more than lived up to its claims of restoring my desire and supporting my ability to have physical intimacy. The results have been far beyond what I expected and even imagined possible at my age, including increased sensitivity and endurance. Thank you, Dr. Sears, for researching and developing this product. I highly recommend it to anyone wanting some improvements. Bruce D. from Queensland, Australia says, TMax has helped restore my sexual appetite, vigor, and endurance. When you're in your 60s, that's a welcome outcome. I must say the loudest endorsement comes from my wife, regularly. While Lonnie C. from LaPorte, Indiana says, I noticed a great deal of strength, stamina, and arousal. The best for last, of course, is so intense. I highly recommend this for anyone. These are just a few of the men who've already discovered a better sex life with TMax. And if you want the same, you have 2 choices right now. You can do nothing and keep feeling unfulfilled, while hoping that the medical industry will someday care enough to truly help you. Or you can take 3 easy steps right now if you're ready to reclaim your sexual energy, passion, and performance. Step 1. Make a decision to go with a natural formula. Thousands of men have done this, and so can you. Step 2. Get TMax right away. Click the button below, pick the limited time discount that works for you, and wait for a discreet package to arrive in the next few days. Step 3. Dissolve 1 tablet of TMax on your tongue. Swallow and enjoy your newfound sex life. Don't use it more than 3 times a day. You won't need to. And as always, enjoy my 100% rock-solid guarantee. TMax must work, or you receive your money back. Just send the bottles back within 90 days, even if they're empty, and I'll refund every penny, no questions asked. I'm so convinced taking TMax will ignite your bedroom with new passion and young again sex drive. I want to make sure you start getting all the benefits right away. That's why, for a limited time, I'm giving you a set of instant bonuses as part of this special introductory offer. Instant bonus number 1. Great Sex for Life e-report. In this must-read bonus, you'll discover how to easily revive your stamina, vitality, and sexual power, enjoying the best sex you've had since your 20s. Instant bonus number 2. Potency. How to be more than the average man e-report. In this exclusive, easily downloadable bonus, you'll discover the man-haters in our environment that are slowly making you a woman, and ways to fight them. Instant bonus number 3. A new look at what men really need e-report. In this valuable bonus, you'll discover the real reason men need testosterone, other than just sex drive and better health. Together, these bonuses grant you instant access to the most effective, tried and true men's health solutions I've researched and developed over the course of my career. And I'm giving them to you absolutely free as a thank you when you take advantage of the best offer we've prepared for you today. Just click the button below and you'll be taken to our secure order form where you can review all the details.